After. We have a great show ahead of us, so stick around. Good morning. So I'm Kelly Ledwith.
I'm Anna Sackle.
Welcome to the Morning After. How was your weekend?
It was good. I was a little sick, so I couldn't really do much, but it was still pretty good. It was nice out. It was a good weekend for Fall Fest, too.
Yeah, did you catch Fall Fest this weekend?
I did, and I know that you were there the whole time, too,
yeah,
right?
I was there at 7:30 in the morning.
That's rough, yeah.
Had to get up at 6 o'clock.
That's so rough.
But it was a good day, and it was worth it, and it was... Everyone seemed to have a great time. If you missed it, Time Flies and Heydays performed over in South Lot on Saturday afternoon, sponsored by the Student Programming Board. So I think it was an overall fun day.
Yeah, it was. I didn't stay for the whole thing because, again, I was a little sick, but I did get to see some of Time Flies, and I've seen them before in concert. Like briefly, they were an opening act for a concert I went to, and they were great. I have a crush on that main guy, so
Cal.
I think he's great. Honestly, food trucks, probably the best part, not to knock anything SPB does, but food trucks, so good. The ice cream trucks and the french fries, oh my God.
Yeah, there were some good ones this year. Were those your favorite?
Yeah, ice cream truck, french fries, so good.
The cupcake truck, I really like that one too.
Cupcake trucks are always
a good
time. Yeah,
no, it was good. It was a fun day.
Did you get to meet anyone in Heydays or in Time Flies?
Yeah, the people helping with it, like backstage crew and the e-board and stuff, they get a meet and greet. So we met both Heydays and Time Flies, and they were both super nice. They were really chill and cool. They weren't like divas or anything. So they were just they were really fun. And I think overall it just was a really successful day. Everyone worked really hard. There weren't any major problems. I think the power went out twice because they blew the speakers, but other than that,
I didn't notice.
My favorite part though was they did there's a name for it, but I don't follow them religiously.
Okay.
The freestyle rap he did about Quinnipiac. Did you catch that?
Yes, he does a lot of those. I remember he did that when I saw Time Flies. They did that, and it's so cool. It's just how I don't.
He just kept doing it. And
how
he just all these things, and he just he had a list of all these Quinnipiac things, and I was like, it was just so good. People were all recording it. I was like, I want to watch nothing else but that the rest of my life.
I could never be a rapper because I don't know. I can't.
I know you have to be
I
so
don't know
creative.
How. I don't know how.
You have to be quick.
You need to give me a solid 10 minutes, and then maybe I'll be okay, and I'll have 2 lines, and that's it. I could never. I don't know how he does it.
He just freestyled and just kept going and going and going, and I was
so cool,
unbelievable,
so cool.
So they were really good. They put on a really good show, I thought, and they were very talented, and I don't know, I just was very happy with it.
Yeah. So I thought it was a great
day.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're gonna toss it now to entertainment. So stick around.
Thanks, Kelly. My name is Ariel Sabo, and I have the latest updates in your entertainment news. For starters, what is up with Nick Viall as the new Bachelor? I was extremely surprised and shocked. I was definitely not expecting for him to be the choice. I thought it would have been one of the other runner-ups for JoJo. As the runner-up for both Andy and Caitlyn, I thought Nick would have found someone by now. In addition, how interesting does Ben and Lauren's new show on Freeform look? The first thing I saw when I saw that commercial was that JoJo and Jordan will also be on the show. I'm a huge Bachelor fanatic, so this looks to be very intense, and I cannot wait to see what happens. Some big drama from over the weekend, according to Us Weekly. Selena Gomez changed her number just so Justin Bieber can't holler at her. Bieber apparently accused Selena for cheating on him with the former Directioner, Zayn Malik. This apparently has been going on throughout the month of August. Hope you all enjoyed all this entertainment for today's show. Back to you, Kelly.
All right, welcome back. So something else that happened this weekend, I don't know if you caught, but the Emmys were on last night.
Last night it was big. Jimmy Kimmel hosted. I thought it was super fun. Obviously, red carpet. Did you watch the red carpet before?
I actually missed that. I was driving back from a silent auction with my aunt, so we hit a little traffic, so I ended up missing all of the red carpet, but I was keeping up on my phone, so I was seeing the pictures and stuff.
I love the red carpet. People, oh my God, some people really just kind of slayed, and I was having a great time. It's the best part of any award show, the red carpet, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Because it's just great. some people, oh my God, I just, ugh.
They're just so good.
It was just so great. But yeah, the actual show was super
The
cool
actual
too.
show was awesome.
They
I
were,
caught
yeah.
some of that, yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel's funny. I love him. So
Yeah.
I thought he was great.
I thought he was a good choice of
Yeah.
a host. I thought he
Yeah.
kept it flowing well. I don't know.
Yeah. There were some awkward times though. Did you see it? At one point they cut, I forget who it was. I think it was someone, so OJ versus Simpson, they won big, but one of their speeches, someone got completely cut off, like went to commercial, wasn't even like the music started playing. And
I
then
missed
they
that.
like had to kind of force, like they were forced to stop. It was just commercial done complete. It was so
wow.
awkward. And I kind of sat there and I was like,
So uncomfortable.
felt uncomfortable for them. But
Yeah. Oh well. Well,
Yeah.
these things happen.
I know.
But I don't know. I just like the Emmys, and especially since we're like, obviously we're like on a TV show right now. That's not Emmy nominated, but
Maybe one day.
one day. But I don't know. I just feel like Emmys are like really big for us, at least, just
Yeah.
because we know like that kind of like what goes into making
like.
a TV show. So it's just kind of it's very different from anything else, like a movie or anything like that. So it's like cool to kind of know the background of how much work actually goes into these things. So you really appreciate it when they
Yeah.
win. But O.J. Simpson, that show was a huge winner. Did you watch it when it was on?
Yeah. So I didn't like watch the entire series and
Yeah.
everything that happened, but I have seen some bits and pieces of it, and I mean, I thought it was great. I didn't really know also like who they were up against. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that was definitely the biggest and most well-known thing
No, it was good.
in their category, and I think they deserve to win what they did. But they won huge. They
Yeah,
won
no, I
something
always watched the
like-
show like religiously when it was airing, and it was so good.
Yeah,
it was
that's,
so
everyone
good.
says it was so good. Yeah, and I'm so surprised. Game of Thrones only won
Yeah,
a
that
few
was a
things.
little
They won.
shocking for
They only
everyone.
won like one major thing. I think
Yeah.
they won also something for writing or directing, but in terms of they didn't win. Like I was expecting them to win so much because
I know. I think
it's
maybe
Game
the
of
fad
Thrones,
is
you know?
like on the
Yeah.
downfall. You know, things
Yeah.
are wrapping up with the Game of Thrones
Yeah.
empire. But
Speaking of Empire, they also were only
yeah,
like, nominated.
they
for
also
one
were
thing.
great. Yeah,
But they were only nominated
they were
for
only
like
nom-
one
yeah.
thing. It was crazy, and she didn't even win.
That's
So it was
sad.
crazy.
I think,
I thought it was
although I
crazy.
thought the second season, because I used to love Empire, I thought the second season was a little less, I don't know, wasn't as good as the first, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Maybe.
But overall, great show. Also, speaking of great things, we're going to toss it to Steph, who has some inside stuff on Fashion Week.
Thanks, guys. The biggest week in fashion has just wrapped up, and I'm here to tell you
Oh,
all
yeah.
about it. If you don't know what Fashion Week is, it's when all the designers come to New York City to showcase their following season. In this case, they were presenting their spring and summer 2016 designs. Gigi Hadid revealed her collaboration with Tommy Hilfiger. The presentation was held on Pier 16 in Lower Manhattan. The pier was turned into a carnival with rides and booths for food and games. The collection featured clothing from street style to Hilfiger's classic look. This was Gigi's first collection with Tommy Hilfiger, and I must say it looked pretty amazing. Also, Kanye West held his Yeezy Season 4 debut at Freedom's Park on Roosevelt Island. The show started 2 hours later than it was supposed to. Models were left standing in the heat, and even one passed out. Kanye's collaborator said the reason he let people wait was to get them in the state of meditation and have the state of mind of staying and observing. Once the show started, the models walked down the runway surrounded with additional models wearing skin tone clothing. Sophia Richie also made her Fashion Week debut during the show. And to close out Fashion Week, Marc Jacobs did not disappoint. The show was held in the Hammerstein Ballroom in Midtown. The room was filled with light bulbs hanging from the ceiling and hints of purple and blue lighting. To just to name a few, Kendall Jenner, Karlie Kloss, Taylor Hill, and Gigi and Bella Hadid walked in the show. To complement the outfits, Marc Jacobs had the models wear pastel dreadlocks and a bantued knot on the top of their head with sparkly eye look. Since then, he has come under fire for the look as dreadlocks, but has responded on Instagram saying he sees people, not race and color. That's all I have for New York, but stay tuned because we still have London, Paris, and Milan Fashion Week. Back to you guys.
You can see that it is raining and pretty gross out, but good news. It's not really going to be like this for the rest of the week, hopefully. It's supposed to be pretty cloudy, get sunny around Thursday. It's going to be in the like mid to low 80s, so it won't be too bad, won't be too hot. Thank God. It's been brutal in the dorms, so hot, but it's not going to be raining that much after today. Today might be a little icky, but after that should be good, and we should see sun coming in around Sunday, which is great. So yeah, that's really it for your weather. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you back soon.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Qcash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's. Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win the championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time.
All right, we're going to toss it now to World News with John, so stick around.
Thanks, guys. In world news this week, the UN states it has yet to receive necessary guarantees for aid convoys to cross through the Turkish border into Syria. The ability to bring aid came after a ceasefire brokered by the US and Russia came into effect earlier this week. These convoys will require permission to pass through Syrian government checkpoints safely and may need UN, US, and Russia leadership's backing to have the necessary impact to ensure safe passage for the trucks to the Syrian people. Representatives from all sides agreed to meet on this matter last Friday, though the effects of the meeting are currently unknown. North Korea saw the return of its first satire show after a 4-year hiatus. The show, titled The Stage of Optimism, that Songan presented, is a comedy and farce show in the style of Saturday Night Live. Presented by a cast of military officials to an audience of North Korean citizens, the show presents a ridiculous portrait of North Korea's enemies and has been back in syndication since the end of August. Along with the live audience, they upload episodes to Korea Central's TV's YouTube channel. The reason for the return of the show, since it was last seen in 2012, is currently unknown. Finally, in more domestic news, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission announced a mass recall of Samsung Galaxy Note 7s due to reports that a battery defect causes devices to catch fire. These recalls have been focused around phones sold before September 15, 2016. Note 7s with non-defective batteries will be made available to the U.S. consumers no later than Wednesday, September 21st. That's it for World News. Back to you in the Piazza.
All right, welcome back. So I don't know if you caught it on the news the other day, but Quinnipiac was made some Connecticut headlines lately with the new logo that has come out.
Yeah, and what was that headline? There
was one headline that we were obsessed with. It was Quinnipiac students give new logo a capital F.
Yes, which is so funny because although there's a million petitions out right now saying to capitalize the U in university, people are making a huge deal. What do you think? Do you think it's a big deal about this U capitalizing the U in university?
I don't know, my motto is if you have to explain something, you've already lost. So if he has to sit there and explain it to people for hours and hours just to try to get them to agree with it, then maybe we've lost and we should think of something else. Even if we don't redo everything, I just think maybe we have to modify a few things because, I don't know, I think a lowercase u is probably not the best move.
I have a theory that they did that on purpose and didn't make it the best they could, just so when people reacted like this, that they would come back and they would fix it and be like, oh, thank God they fixed it. It's so great now. I have a theory.
Maybe.
It's probably not true, but it's my theory.
I don't know. I just think, I don't know, with everything going on in the school, the amount of money we're paying someone to come up with this kind of logo, and
Yeah.
we can't even hire the professors we need, we can't build the dorms we need. I think there's a lot of other resources we could have used our money for.
Yeah.
And then we're spending millions of dollars on a new logo that people, that's what's making the headlines, and not like where we're going
Great
to
our
school and
school
how
is.
great the school is. I think that's maybe where an issue is.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't mind that much. I think it is what it is. I get what people are saying about the whole grammar issue, that we're a university and you should probably have proper grammar in your school's name. But again, I don't really think it's that big of a deal.
I think
but
reading the comments though,
Yeah, those
that was great. Reading like all the
Yes.
old ladies that are like, how could they do this?
yes, a lot of alumni are very upset.
Yeah.
Another thing though, Quinnipiac students are very upset about is parking.
Yeah, there's a petition going around for that too.
Yeah, a petition that doesn't really say much.
There's not much of an answer to the parking
They
situation
kind of just
other
say
than
fix it.
fix
Don't
the
really tell us
parking.
how.
I was like, what do you want us to do? Park on the quad? Like, what is
Yeah.
the solution to parking?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I think we kind of take for granted how kind of small our school is, because I have friends that go to much larger universities. They have to park in a parking lot from where they live off campus, take a bus 10 minutes to class, and then still walk an extra 5 to even get to the building they're going to. So I think we're very blessed having only a 10-minute walk through North Lot, to not have to take a bus and a shuttle and go through all these hoops and yo-yos just to even get to a building.
Yeah.
So I think we all just have to take a step back and be like, there's some bigger issues we should maybe spend our time on.
Agreed. I do think it's a little crazier right now in North Law, and it's a mess. And I have refused to park in North Law. I take the shuttle down from York every day because it's just not worth it. But I do think it's crazy. I think people need to utilize the shuttles more. The shuttles
Yeah.
are great. If you talk to any of the shuttle drivers, they're lovely people.
Great people.
Great
so
people.
nice. There
But
was
yeah,
a fun music
it is
playing.
crazy. I'm thinking it's going to die down though once.
Yeah.
school
I mean,
year
it's been
gets-
bad every year. It's just when people become seniors, they notice it more, so that's when they get outraged.
Yeah,
but,
true.
All right, we're going to toss it now to an interview with Mike on some fun computer things.
Thanks, guys. With so much that we do online nowadays, it is so more important, now more than ever, that we stay safe and secure online. And because of that, we brought in RJ Dumas, who is our password and security expert. He actually works in the tech center and does a lot of work with this stuff. So RJ, how was your summer, first of all?
Well, it was pretty busy. I was working at the tech center, studying as well, and it was nice though. Yeah.
Okay,
Had
so
the weekends off.
Awesome. So first of all, what is it that you're doing in the tech center now to help with people's passwords to make sure that QU students are safe online?
So the main problem we have with like security issues is when people's accounts, like students and faculty accounts, Quinnipiac accounts, get compromised. So people actually, third-party people, they get access, they hold on to their username and password, and then they send out mass emails or spam emails or phishing emails to other accounts, either within the network or outside the network. So that's the main problem we have.
And what are like phishing emails? Like what should they look out for?
So a phishing email would be a fake email sent from another computer, not a user, so the email address looks more automated. So it makes it more believable, and it goes something like, "Oh, we're from Microsoft Security Department. We're doing an upgrade to our database. We would like your username and password. Click this link to add it." And that's how they get a hold of your username and password. Then they use your account for whatever they want.
Oh wow.
That's some scary stuff. So when we're making our passwords for either our Quinnipiac MyQ accounts or any account, what are some good characteristics? Like, what are some ways to stay safe when making our good passwords?
So that's a very good question. It's actually hard for a lot of people, because actually for everyone, because we want something like that's secret, but we can easily remember because we can't sit like 10 minutes typing a password. So a good thing would be make it at least 8 characters long and mix uppercase, lowercase, numbers, add characters. Ideally, you don't want it to be something predictable like password 123 or 0 through 9 and then exclamation point. You want to do something more creative. And creative, you mean like make words up, words that are not in a dictionary, because whatever makes sense, whatever it's a word or it can be found in a dictionary, it's predictable. So you gotta play with that, or try to write words backwards. That sort of thing helps.
Yeah. Because, I mean, is it true that like nowadays we're not, going against, people like sitting behind their computer screens trying to manually guess passwords, but we're actually like up against like computers and things like that. Yeah.
So yeah, there are programs out where there are algorithms that they do password prediction. They do work off a fairly large for us database, but it takes a couple of seconds for them to work it out. So you really need to have, we need to step it up on how we create passwords. We have to step up our game. We have to go away from, I love blah, blah, blah as my password or something like that. You have to make it more randomized. And as we talked previously, you mentioned programs that store passwords.
Yeah, password management apps.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a very good, I would say, part solution, because what it does, it only creates another layer. So what about that password that you use to access the password manager app? That also has to be unique and randomized. So you still have the same problem, which is just another layer.
All right, Jay, we want to thank you for coming in today. That was some very valuable information. We're going to send it back to Kelly.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but stick around because after we have this really cool Snapchat package that Jen did, so stick with us.
This week's trending topic is #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me.
Well, 7 of me then.
All right, so we're going to toss it now to Erica with a top 5 list for you.
Thanks, guys. Erica Bloomberg here with the top 5 shows not returning to TV this fall. First, CBS's CSI Cyber. This twist on the classic crime scene took the idea into the modern world of technology. This show, enjoyed by many, only lasted 2 seasons before its cancellation last spring. Could this be the start of the end of an era of crime scene shows? Next is ABC's comedy Gallivant. This is yet another show that lasted only 2 seasons. Gallivant took a comedic approach to the medieval times of kings and queens. If this was a favorite of yours, I wouldn't be too disappointed just yet. There's been rumored talks of Netflix picking up the season for a 3rd season, but nothing's been confirmed. Next is the original series Person of Interest from CBS. The basic plot of this show involves a machine that would produce the name of someone who would either murder or be murdered very soon, the person of interest. The show remained strong and interesting for 5 seasons before its cancellation. Next, comedy Mike and Molly from CBS. The focus of this show was on a police officer and teacher that met and fell in love at an Overeaters Anonymous meeting. The show explored the challenges of weight loss over the span of 6 seasons. With comedy star Melissa McCarthy as the show's lead, its cancellation may have come as a surprise to some. Finally is the Fox classic American Idol. After 15 successful seasons, the show is now coming to a close. American Idol produced some big-name singers such as Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, and Philip Phillips. But don't worry, there are still plenty of singing shows returning this fall. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys on the piazza.
All right, welcome back. Those were some great stuff. All right, so how's the iPhone, Anna?
Well, so I just recently updated my phone this weekend to the new iOS 10. I still have the iPhone 5, so I was really, the iPhone 5S, sorry. So I was really, really concerned that like my phone was gonna explode basically.
Yeah.
Because my phone already can't do anything. But I was really nervous, but like it's fine. And it's really cool. It's so cool. There's so many, it's the text messages that's really different now.
Is it?
First, unlocking your phone is different. You don't swipe anymore.
What do you do?
You just click the home button and then it goes to your lock screen, or you use your fingerprint, but you have to always press the home button. It's so weird,
Oh no.
so confusing. I'm still trying to swipe and
My
then
last
it's not
one, the
working.
home button fell off, so that's probably not like a good move for me. I haven't even updated to the most recent 9 software that I have on my phone, so like stay tuned everyone, it's getting there soon.
Close. But yeah, and then the messages you can like write, if you turn your phone sideways, you can like write with your finger.
Someone was showing me that. That is so cool.
You can send your text messages with lasers or like balloons, and so when your message goes through and they open it, like lasers come out, or like confetti or balloons. It's so much fun.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this.
I've just been annoying all my friends sending them. You can also like people's messages.
Oh.
Like you would do on a Facebook comment.
That
or
is
something.
like enjoyable, because if you're in a rush
Yeah.
and you're like not trying to send like a big long text, or even like sometimes like even the
Just, like,
okay
answer, like, yep.
takes a while, you just press a like.
I acknowledge you.
I acknowledge that I've read this.
There's a lot, and I'm not very tech savvy. I just get very confused.
Yeah.
And it's really not that bad. It took me a while to like understand how to like type, basically, because it's a little different too when you first open it. But it's really not that bad. I like it. It's fun.
You
There's
like
so
it?
many fun things you can do.
Yeah, I've heard some
So
really
many
good
fun
reviews.
things.
I think
Yeah.
one of the softwares that came out a few years ago, people were like all up in arms. But this one, I haven't heard anything bad yet. I heard people are very excited about it, and that's a lot of fun. So,
yeah,
from your
a
own
little confusing
experience.
about the swiping thing, but other than that,
all right. Well, we'll all get there. We'll all learn. iPhone 7, give or take. All right. So this is super fun. So we're gonna toss it now to a face swap package.
Thanks, Kelly. So today I decided to go around campus and ask people to face swap with each other, and their reactions were priceless. All right, guys, we're gonna face swap, so get ready.
I like the glasses on.
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna say
like
you
the
look
glasses.
super good with the glasses.
had
It's
Smile. Look at that. That kind of looks like a...
Oh.
Wait, did it not work?
No, it worked.
It worked. What do you guys think?
We don't look good together.
What do you think?
Oh my
Ew,
god.
That's hilarious.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen
That's
in my
funny.
life.
Smile. What do you think? It's pretty good.
Yeah, you look pretty good. I don't know what's going on with me over here.
Alright. Ready? By far. Oh my gosh. Smile.
Actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
One of the better ones I've ever had.
Okay, ready? Got it.
Oh my god.
This
is crazy.
Alright, that was so much fun, and I'm definitely going to be a face swap addict, so don't forget to try it on Snapchat, and back to you, Kelly.
That was so fun.
yeah, this was my first time hosting. I had a great time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we had a fun time.
Great
That was a
time.
great package. We had a great show. All right, so make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all of that. Look us up on q30television.com. You can, if you want to join the morning after, we film every Monday at 11 a.m. in the Piazza. We meet at 10 a.m. We also meet on Tuesday nights at 6:30 p.m. in the Piazza. So thanks for watching and have a great week.